Just,
A public interest,
Yes.
okay?
do you mind identifying, please?
I'm PC Door, Charlie Delta 911
Okay.
from Lewis Police Station.
Can I help you with anything?
You're sitting in a public place, but I need to understand your motivations in filming a police station.
Okay.
You see, there's obviously a security concern here, isn't there,
Right.
of people filming police stations?
What sort of security concern?
Well, I'm sure you can work that out for yourself, can't you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Could you
Well,
care to explain?
Well, you say to me you got an interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
So what is that interest?
It's a public interest.
In what way?
The public
why-
are interested.
The public interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Because the police station is paid for by the taxpayer, so I have a right to come and film it.
Okay, all right. And who are you?
I'm Pinnock.
Pinnock. Okay. Have you got any ID, Pinnock?
No, sir.
None at all.
Before this encounter even begins, it's important to understand just how serious the power the officers are about to use truly is. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act isn't your everyday police authority, it's one of the most powerful search powers available in UK law, specifically designed for situations where officers genuinely suspect someone of being involved in terrorism. Not unusual behavior. Not filming. Not refusing to give your name. Actual, specific, reasonable suspicion. So what happens when that extraordinary power is used on an ordinary citizen holding a camera? That's exactly what makes this case so gripping. From the opening seconds, we see officers moving from polite conversation into escalating suspicion at lightning speed. And here's the twist: the auditor doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't become confrontational, he doesn't flee, he simply stands firm on his rights. That alone is enough to create tension. As this unfolds, pay close attention to the language the officers use. Listen to the jump from security concerns to suspicion to terrorism, a leap that should never be taken lightly. And yet, in this interaction, it happens almost casually. This is a textbook example of why knowing your rights matters, why filming matters, and why accountability matters. Because once this kind of power is invoked, everything changes, legally, ethically.
That's what I explained to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what exactly your motivation is here.
There's no ill intent.
Okay, you're telling me that. I'd like to know who you are.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you who I am.
It makes it a little bit more suspicious then.
Not really. I'm a member of the public. I don't just have to give hand over details because you say so. Come on, like, that's not how these things work.
Well, obviously, I'm just trying to establish what is going on here and who you are. So it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
filming from public.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know. Are we happy with that?
I'm not to be happy at the moment, no.
All right. So how do we?
I'd like to know who you are.
Well, you're not going to find out. I don't carry ID.
But you can tell me who you are.
I'm not going to. So how do we proceed?
Makes it difficult, doesn't it?
Not really. Like, I'm not committing an offence.
The early tone of this exchange gives us a glimpse into where things are headed. The auditor is calm, direct, and perfectly within his legal rights. Filming a police station from a public space isn't a crime, and it's not even suspicious without more. Yet notice how quickly the officer tries to shift the dynamic. Rather than asking what he's filming or simply acknowledging the lawful activity, he jumps straight into implying a security threat without giving a concrete explanation. This is often where encounters like this go sideways. Vague references to concerns or security issues are used to justify probing questions that the public is not legally required to answer. This tactic subtly pressures people into giving up their rights without realizing it. But the auditor doesn't fall for it, and that refusal to comply with voluntary requests becomes the seed that officers later treat as suspicion, even though the law explicitly says you cannot use someone exercising their rights as the basis for escalating police powers. That tension is already forming here.
We just need to work out who you are, but you're refusing to tell us your details.
That's right. I don't see how this is suspicious. Like, what?
We've been alerted to you recording the police station because someone's deemed it suspicious.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah?
This moment marks the first major turning point. When the auditor refuses to give his name, the officer frames that choice as inherently suspicious. But legally, the public must not give details unless they are lawfully required to do so, meaning unless the officer has reasonable suspicion of an offense or a statutory basis to demand it. Exercising your right not to identify yourself cannot create suspicion. Yet here, the officer essentially says, "You're suspicious because you're not doing what I want." That's not how reasonable suspicion works. Reasonable suspicion must come before the request, not be manufactured because of the request. And when the officer says the situation is difficult simply because the auditor won't tell him who he is, we're watching the frustration of an officer who wants compliance, rather than a professional calmly applying the law. This is exactly how rights get eroded, through the slow shifting of optional into expected, and eventually into
for the police service, for the building.
Yeah.
So any member of the public has an obligation to come and film from public. I don't appreciate, things such as hostile reconnaissance and stuff.
That's just concerns that we have. If members of the public or someone has alerted us to a male recording in the back of the police station, it's just one of the things that will cross our mind. So we're not necessarily that saying what we're doing, but actually we've got a right to.
Yeah, you're well within your right to ask me questions, but anything I've explained to you why I'm here. I don't feel like I need to account for my presence.
Okay, mate. But look, this is very, whether you think it's normal or not, this is very unusual circumstances.
Okay.
And you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion. You're filming a police station.
I understand.
You've freely admitted to us, okay?
We reach the most legally critical moment in the entire interaction. The officer formally detains the auditor under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. This is a massive escalation. Section 43 is not a catch-all tool for unusual or inconvenient behavior. It is designed for situations where the officer genuinely suspects the person is a terrorist. Not acting strangely. Not refusing to give details. Not filming. A terrorist. And the law requires objective grounds, which must be based on observable facts, intelligence, or behaviors that directly relate to terrorism. What's stunning is that the officer's entire justification, stated repeatedly, is that nobody else films here and the auditor won't give details. Those are weak and legally insufficient reasons. The auditor even asks them to articulate the grounds, and the officer refuses, likely because there are none. This is exactly the type of misuse of power that Parliament warned against when the Act was passed. And yet, here it is playing out over
details.
Yeah.
And the legislation covers us to be able to search you.
Yes.
And also to examine your phone as well.
Right, but the search is complete. You said the search is complete.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
And that I'm free to go.
Yeah, but the power's still...
Well, no, the power's no, because the search is complete. You should have launched with that.
Show us your phone anyway.
I don't need to show you the phone.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. The search is complete, sir.
Under Section 43.
The search is complete.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
No, just because we finished physically touching you.
Yeah, but the search was complete. I was free to go. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right. You said the search was over. You need to be very careful about what you do now.
Okay. Can you show us your phone, yeah?
No, I don't want to show you the phone, no.
Well, the power allows us to, so...
No, it doesn't. The process was complete. You said I'm no longer detained and I'm free to go. Am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no.
thank you. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right, go. Now you're just stretching your jurisdiction now. Listen, you guys have already messed up. I suggest you don't take this any further.
Show us what's on your phone.
Why should I show you on the phone?
You can control it.
I don't want to consensually show you what's on the phone.
But it's not with consent because we're exercising the power to do it.
Well, it is with consent because I don't need to show you what's on the phone. All I've done is film this.
Well, then I'll take it and have a look at it.
So you're going to seize the phone if I don't show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so under duress and under threat of having my property stolen and seized,
No,
I'm
under
going to show...
the Terrorism Act.
Yes, but the search was complete, Sergeant.
No.
I don't want to show you the phone.
No.
The search was complete.
The physical search of you was complete.
The search was complete. I was free to go. You said I'm no longer detained. The search extends to my phone.
Power extends to your phone.
No, the search extends to my phone. You should have done that whilst the search was ongoing.
So-
I don't want to show you the phone.
So we will seize the phone if you don't give it to us.
All right, I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to show you under duress and under threat of having my property seized. I'm going to show you. Okay.
So you've got another phone.
I've got another phone. That's right. This is my personal
My
phone.
colleague would like to look at that one, please.
Why? I haven't used this phone to
It's the same.
I haven't used this phone to record.
The legislation doesn't specify that.
No,
that's
you're
what we have to do.
just violating my rights, right? You're violating my rights at the moment.
Definitely not.
No, you certainly are. You're behaving like a tyrant. This is way beyond the powers.
This is obviously not the first time that you've come to a police station to film, because I can see on here that you've done it a few times before.
Okay.
But you
Pick this back up. I don't have to explain my motivations.
You don't have to, but then you raise suspicion, don't you?
But the search was complete, and then you've then gone and looked through my phone. And under threat of it being seized, I've allowed you to do so.
The search wasn't complete.
The search was complete. The search extends to the phone during.
The second officer mentions that a member of the public found the filming suspicious. Listen closely to the logical trap forming. Police absolutely must respond to public reports, but the public's subjective discomfort does not become reasonable suspicion. If it did, virtually any lawful activity could be turned into grounds for detention simply because someone didn't like it.